Platonism. Is reality just a shadow? Welcome back. Today, we're delving into the world of Platonism, a philosophy that has shaped Western thought for over 2,000 years. Named after the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, Platonism explores deep questions about reality, knowledge, and the nature of existence. Whether you've heard of Plato's famous Allegory of the cave or his ideas about ideal forms, this philosophy offers a fascinating way to understand the world around us. Let's dive into the key concepts of Platonism and why it remains so influential. So, who was Plato? Plato was a student of Socrates and the teacher of Aristotle, making him one of the most important figures in the history of Western philosophy. He lived in ancient Greece around the 4th century BCE and founded the Academy in Athens, one of the earliest institutions of higher learning. But Plato wasn't just an academic. His ideas have influenced everything from metaphysics and ethics to politics and education. At the heart of Platonism is the concept of the forms. According to Plato, the world we see around us, the world of physical objects and sensory experiences, is not the true reality. Instead, true reality exists in the realm of the forms, which are perfect, unchanging, and eternal ideas or archetypes. For example, think about a circle. Every circle we draw or see in the physical world is imperfect in some way, but the idea of a perfect circle, the form of a circle, exists in this higher realm and is the true essence of circleness. Plato believed that everything in the physical world is a mere shadow or imitation of these perfect forms. This leads us to one of his most famous metaphors, the allegory of the cave. Imagine a group of people who have been chained inside a dark cave their entire lives, facing a blank wall. Behind them is a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners is a walkway where objects pass by, casting shadows on the wall. The prisoners see these shadows and believe them to be the only reality, not knowing that the true objects and the light outside the cave exist beyond their perception. In this allegory, the cave represents the world of appearances, the shadows represent the imperfect physical objects we encounter, and the world outside the cave symbolizes the realm of the forms. For Plato, true knowledge comes from understanding these forms, not from the deceptive appearances of the material world. This idea leads us to another key concept in Platonism, epistemology, or the theory of knowledge. Plato argued that we cannot gain true knowledge through sensory experience alone because the physical world is constantly changing and full of imperfections. Instead, true knowledge comes from intellectual reasoning and contemplation of the forms. This is why Plato emphasized the importance of education, philosophy, and the pursuit of wisdom, to guide our minds out of the cave and toward the light of true understanding. Plato's ideas also extend to ethics and politics. He believed that the form of the good is the highest of all forms, and that understanding it is key to living a virtuous life. In his work, The Republic, Plato outlines his vision of an ideal society where philosopher kings who have knowledge of the good govern with wisdom and justice. For Plato, the goal of life is to align our actions with the eternal truths of the forms and to strive toward the good. But Platonism is not just an ancient philosophy. It continues to influence modern thought. The idea that there is a deeper, more fundamental reality behind appearances has shaped various fields, from mathematics and science to theology and art. Even in contemporary debates about the nature of reality, the echoes of Plato's ideas can still be heard. So why should you care about Platonism? Platonism challenges us to look beyond the surface and seek deeper truths. It reminds us that there is more to reality than what meets the eye and encourages us to pursue wisdom, virtue, and the understanding of higher ideals. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep seeking the truth and strive for the good.